Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Hope you're all doing well. In today's video I'm going to be looking at some of the town players that are out on loan at the moment currently, and we're going to kind of go through those, and I'm just going to share my thoughts really, with Tom Iorpenda being the star of the show out of our current players out on loan at Notts County. But we're going to get into it all, don't you worry about that. Make sure you smash the likes though on the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and let me know your thoughts down below in the comments section. If you've had a look as well about how the lads doing out on loan or whatever, let me know your thoughts on everything as well. But look, like I say, with that break for us in the international for the internationals, I thought it would be a good kind of time to do this. Kind of look at the work that's been done elsewhere from our current Terriers out on loan. Obviously, we've spent the first part of the 25-26 season out on loan so far, but I mean, we're going to go with one of the best players that has showcased what he can do stuff, and that's Tom Iorpenda, who obviously Tom joined League Two side Notts County on a season on loan in the summer. He's featured 19 times for the former Town player and coach Martin Patterson's side. Obviously, he made 12 appearances for us last season. The temporary switch to Nottingham has been influential in Iorpenda's development, and it is what I love seeing this kind of thing where players go out on loan and showcase what they can do, and then they'll come back and they'll really push for a start in our team. So that's what you wanted from a loan player, don't you? And Tom has started all of the league games, and he's really flourished in that central midfield role. You know what I mean? He's a player that I've always said, I can see something special in him. I've seen him many times down at Town, and obviously, I really rate him highly. He knows that, and obviously, I feel like he's gone there, and and without really much experience in men's football, and he's really flourished because of that. I think it's really admirable how he's, so mature at his age, only 19, and you know what I mean. He's obviously so far in this campaign for Notts County, he's registered 4 assists in League Two, and has been a consistent performer in the 8th place side's midfield. So yeah, he's one of their key players. Playing week in, week out, developing. That's what you want from your loan players. You want the players to go out there and build that experience. Tom clearly has something special about him. When we saw him down at Town, last season when he made the appearances, he did 12 appearances in total. I saw glimpses of what he could do, but I felt like because he was coming in and out of the side very frequently and wouldn't really get any running games, it's very difficult for a player to really push on when you're not getting consistent minutes. So he's gone out on loan, and now look at how he's performing. He's showcasing what he can do. Yes, in a division lower, but it's still men's football. It's still a tough league, and it looks like he should be playing higher up as well from what I've seen, and just dictating the midfield, getting stuck in when required, good at passing, dribbling, you know what I mean, good at making those assists that he's already made, and yeah, look, really good. Look, we're going to look at what Patterson said about Tom as well recently, in September. Sorry, not recently. So yeah, a couple of months ago. But he said, we were delighted to get him on board because he's got a really high ceiling, some really strong attributes. He's a very tall boy. Yeah, he's very tall, isn't he? Very strong, but excellent with his technical ability. Yeah, plenty of technical ability there for sure. He's got good physicality in terms of travelling with the ball as well. He can drive with the football and can handle it very well with his passes. So it's a really interesting addition, he said back in September. So look, I agree. Physicality, technical abilities. He's a tall lad. You know what I mean? He isn't bullied off the ball, and he's got so much potential. And I feel like if he continues the way he's doing, then he really will be pushing on the door for us next season. And I believe, and I've said it, I think that he will end up coming into our team and playing in the first team regular because he is that good. And yeah, if he keeps this up at Notts County, then he'll be coming back here and he will be getting into our team. There's no mistake about it. We know how big of a problem our midfield has been for years and years. And you know what I mean? I'm not going to put in too much pressure on him, but we need players like a Tom Iorpenda that has come through the academy to come in and really showcase what he can do in our side in the midfield, because our midfield has been a problem for ages. So yeah, maybe he is the solution to our midfield woes moving forward. But obviously he needs to keep it up. But I'm really happy with how he's doing at Notts County, and seems to have settled in very nicely there. And you know what I mean, just enjoying his football, playing week in, week out, and you know what I mean, really showcasing what he can do. And he's only going to keep getting better and better. I'm really keen to see how he does in the next couple of months now, because it's been proven that he's got better and better as the season's gone on, and he's got a couple of assists to his name, and he's become a popular player at Notts County. So yeah, big up to Tom, and that is he's the most influential player that has been out on loan so far. He's really took his opportunity, and yeah, just like I said, playing regular minutes, learning along the way as well. That's what you want, and he'll come back a stronger, bigger, better player in the summer, after a full season of men's football. So yes, big up to Tom. Other players out on loan: Neo Eccleston, a player that's on loan at Grimsby at the moment. He signed for them on deadline day of the summer transfer window, of course. He has struggled to nail down a place at Blundell Park, though, unfortunately, since his arrival. He's played 5 times across 3 competitions. He's only made 2 appearances in the league. He played the full 90 minutes in 2 of the Mariners Virtue Trophy games, putting in the shift at right back against Doncaster Rovers and against Everton 21s. But the thing is, though, like, obviously Neo, 22 years of age, and you know what I mean, he needs to be playing regular football. And if he's struggling to get minutes in this Grimsby side, no disrespect to Grimsby, of course, but it doesn't really make any sense to keep him there if he's not going to get minutes, if that makes sense. So it's disappointing that he hasn't kind of got regular minutes there. But because when we saw him last season, I felt like he was, you know what I mean, I felt like he was. We didn't see him much, obviously, but we saw a little bit of him, and I didn't think he looked that bad either. To be fair, I thought he was a good player, and I thought, you know what, take him out on loan and really develop it again. Same as Tom. He needs to be playing regular minutes, and unfortunately at Grimsby he's not doing that. So hopefully things do change around there for him. But at the moment, not really that good news, to be honest with you, in that aspect of him not playing that regular. Not what you want, really. Up next, we have got Reece Healey, who, surprise, obviously joined League 2 side Barrow on a 6-month loan, but his time on the pitch, you guessed it, has been limited by another injury, a hamstring injury, suffered on his debut. So it didn't take him long to get injured. A team lower down in the, obviously one step lower than us at the moment. And yeah, he's injured again. So I don't really think I've got an opinion on that, because I just think at the end of the day, he's out of contract in the summer anyway. So, you know what I mean, he's out on loan at the moment. So he's obviously going to be going in the summer next year. So, but yeah, not great. And he just can't seem to keep fit. Can he his hamstrings seem to be made of string, unfortunately. And yeah, that's just kind of been his time at the town as well. Hardly saw him. And every time I just think about the price that we paid for this guy, and I just think, you know what, wow, just what a waste of money. To be honest with you, no due diligence done at all on this guy before he were brought in clearly, and yeah. So yes, Reece Healey out with another injury, so no real input from him there at Barrow. And finally, Francis Hurl, of course, one of our academy goalkeepers, has been out on is out on loan, for the season at Whitehawk. He made an instant impact to the side, actually winning Player of the Match award on his debut. He has played 5 games so far for the Eastman Premier side, keeping 2 clean sheets in that time. Now, it'd be interesting to see why he's only played 5 times, actually. Because obviously we're deeper into the season now than 5 games. Why has he only played 5 times, I wonder? But, I mean, it does seem like he's done a few good things there, but he's not really but yeah, I mean, I'm just kind of trying to look whilst I'm doing this, guys, on the website here. But I mean, he has kept 2 clean sheets in that time. So yeah, he's getting a few minutes. I'm just trying to see the Eastman League. Obviously, you know, it's very hard to find the tables online for this league that's so low down in the pyramid. Let's look. Yeah, so there's been 13 games so far. 15, 16, 17, actually. 14 games he's played 5 times. So yeah, I mean, I guess he maybe stepped in when their goalkeeper was injured. But yeah, obviously Francis Hurl, obviously one of our academy keepers, seems to be doing all right. But let's see if he can maybe cement the number 1 spot there in the not so distant future. But look, I think that is it for this video, to be honest with you. Obviously, Tom Iorpenda doing fantastic stuff at Notts County. Just to recap, I'm really pleased with his progress. He's going to keep progressing, and I'm really delighted for him, to be honest, because I just think he's such a good lad. You know what I mean? So polite, such a nice lad. But he's also a player that's got a lot of talent, and I just think now this is his time. You know, he's learned in the academy at our club, you know what I mean, and now he's gone out on loan here, and he's showcasing what he can do week in, week out, and he's going to come back he's going to come back in the summer with being a bigger, better player. Neo Eccleston, hopefully things do start to work out for him a bit better at Greensbay. Obviously, he's kind of struggled to get in the side, but I'm sure he'll keep working hard, and hopefully he can get an opportunity soon to once he gets in that team, to take his chance and then to stay in the team for the rest of the season. Let's see how he does. Reece Healey, just another sorry state of affairs really with him. Another injury, you know, not played since the debut because of his injury. And Francis Hurl doing well at Whitehawk. So yes, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you do smash a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section on these latest Terriers out on loan this season. Until next time, take care, and I'll see you all very soon. Bye for now.